Do you think you'll be happy if you don't get married?
Yeah, I think I would be. This is why I think it's important to just learn to be happy on your own. Learn to be joyful on your own. Learn to find joy in other things outside of other people. Find joy in things that can never be taken away from you. If you get married, I mean, God forbid, but your partner can die. Where does that leave you?
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's important that we find joy in other things. For me, on a personal note, I find joy in Jesus. And I would advise you, because it's a very good joy. It's a joy that can never be stolen from you. Even when sadness is there. Jesus don't, he won't disappoint you. So for me, I found joy in something that cannot be taken away from me. So I do think I'll be happy even if I don't get married.
Alright, what is one thing you've been told about marriage that you think is probably true?
That marriage can work. And you can be happy in a marriage, and it can be beautiful. I do think it's true, because I have examples around me of people who have beautiful and successful marriages by God's grace. So I do think it's true. But that also, marriage is hard. And it's a choice you need to make every day. That's like everything else. Yeah.
It's beautiful. So if your man proposes to you, gives you an engagement ring.
When?
Thank you.
Because I'm not proposing, so
I'm
the
so
man will
sorry.
have to propose at
I'm
some
so
point.
sorry. Okay.
In
When
Jesus'
when somebody's son proposes to you and gives you an engagement ring, are you going to buy him an engagement watch in return? Because
I probably
apparently
will.
they said that
I don't know,
that's what
like,
you're supposed to do.
to be honest, I don't believe in all this like rule type of thing. Like it works for some people, it doesn't work. Like if my man is a watch person, I probably would. Like when he engages me, I mean, I might want to get him something nice. It might not be a watch, it could be a pair of shoes. I don't know. Maybe I won't get him anything. Who knows? Like,
And we're already blessing his life with your
like, man, he's getting me.
That's
Like,
true.
what else does he want? I'm sorry. Like,
Would you get married?
yes.
Did you always want to get married?
No.
No?
Yes.
What do you think is the worst thing that could happen to a person in a marriage?
I feel like there's so many worse things that could happen. Because we have a lot of examples around us of terrible things that have happened in marriages.
If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one. Okay. I know that there are a lot more things I could talk about, a lot more like deeper issues. But when I think of it, I think it's just terrible when you're in a marriage and you're alone. I don't know how else the best word is, but it's like you're married and you're alone in that marriage.
Yeah.
Your partner doesn't see you, your partner doesn't acknowledge you,
Yeah.
your opinions are invalid. For me, it's just, how can, like I said, part of the joys I would assume of being married is knowing that you're coming home to your own person, you have your own person. But what if I'm married, not me, God forbid.
The ladies. Good.
Sophia. But what if someone's married and then the person you're supposed to be coming home to is there but they're not there?
Yeah, it would be completely.
So you're married and you're just alone.
So
You're lonely.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's a good answer. What's one thing that's wrong with the way marriage is constructed for Nigerian men?
That they don't need to get prepared for marriage. No one talks to Nigerian men about, the things they should be doing in marriage. No one ever tells a man, oh, don't do that. Like, when you're married, your wife will not want that. But it's always hammered when it comes to women. Oh, you shouldn't behave like that. Your husband, a man wouldn't like that. Or, no man wants to marry a woman like this. But no woman wants to marry a man that's like that too. Like, I beg you, your pardon.
It's always, this is how to be a good wife. Never
this is how to be a good husband.
And that's something that should be taught.
I think we need to actively, can I give an example? Okay, I have this she's like my second mom. I love her so much because recently, yesterday, my oldest was telling me about how she had to give her son a bit of a beating because she's been teaching him how to do the dishes, how to take care of himself, how to clean up, how to do that. She only has sons. And if, sorry, my mom was just looking at him as, he's a baby, like all of that, because he's quite young. And when my sister, I think, was asking about like why they're beating him on, she's like, well, this is gonna be someone's, man. So he needs to get a bit of a beating to fix and act right. And I really like that, because not everybody's always, people are not out here telling you, you need to like make sure the man, when you're raising the man, you raise him to be the type of man that women would want to marry.
Yeah.
But you as a woman, you always hear that you have to be like, women have to be raised in ways that they would be attractive to a man with regards to their character.
What? Yeah.
Beat that man. I'm joking.
But that's so funny, because I feel like you answered two questions. And the second question was, what's wrong about the way marriage is constructed for Nigerian women?
Yeah, same thing. They're always telling us, close your legs. And I'm an advocate for that, but like, close your legs until it's something that you're certain you wanna do it. But at the same time, men too. I'm telling you can be a virgin too. It's possible. There are virgins out there that are men. But aside from that, it's literally just the opposite, like the same thing. We're pushing for women to be a certain type of way, like they're going to marry other women. Push for the men to be a certain type of way as well, so they can marry.
To be better, to be the best
but
they can be.
Also, I think they always teach Nigerian women to be very dependent. I don't know if it's just Nigerian women or if it's a women type of, a lot of girls growing up, they just tell them, it's still that same narrative, but they're just telling them how to be good so that a man can, find them.
And if they are independent, don't talk about it, don't let people know.
It's like you need to be ashamed of the fact that you can hold your own.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Be independent. I know women that are independent, that are very respectful of their partners. They're really sweet, they're good, they're amazing wives. And I think, I'm sorry, I feel, you as a man, why don't you want to be taken care of? Don't you want a woman that can buy you a car? Don't you want a woman that can buy you a house? Like, it's nice. Yeah.
Word. So, say you're married and it's 30 years into the future, what do you imagine your life with your partner will look like on a random Saturday?
We're probably gonna go for walks, because we'll probably be retired. Like, I mean, okay, maybe not retired, because I like working. So, but on a random Saturday, probably go out with our kids. 30 years from now, they'll be grown, they'll be adults. So maybe we can have like brunch with them. Then myself and my little boo, my boo tan, we'll go out, taking some sun. Hopefully we're living in a sunny place. I feel like I'll be that old person who just wants to stick to my partner, like only two of us. Like just enter each other.
People that you see them walking down the street with their
they're
like holding hands. And they're walking so slowly.
Really, I feel like that would be me. Brunch, food, probably watching basketball with my man.
Yeah, that's so cute. How do you think you will know someone is right for you to marry them? Like, how do you think you will get the right person to marry?
Your values align. Excuse me. Yeah, so I feel like if your values align, that's important. And of course, you're in love with them, they're in love with you, and it's not the type of love whereby like you're the only one who knows they love you. I feel like love should be very loud. So when you love them, they love you, and everybody else can see it too. Everyone else around you, the people that matter, can see it.
Does it scare you, the concept of marriage?
I mean, I feel like, of course.
Actually,
right now, I'm probably over that fear. Maybe I don't know, but maybe now less than before. At a point, yes, marriage was very scary for me for many reasons. Of course, for the very popular reason of everybody, just knowing that there are all these options out there, and then you're choosing to just be in your little nest, in your little box with this one fish. There's so many fishes in the river. Yeah. But of course, that's just me on a shallow level. But I think the scariest part of marriage, when I think of it, is the fact that you have somebody that knows everything about you, at least they should, and someone with whom you would know everything about them, right? And you still have to love them.
Yeah.
Like you wake up every day and you're still going to have to choose to love them with all the everything, good and bad, that you know about them. Yeah.
What do you think is probably the best thing about marriage?
What do I think is the best thing about marriage? Two things. Can I say two?
Yeah.
One, I think, is the beauty of how marriage reflects the relationship that we should have with God, like God and the church. Really just being able to be loved by someone, and then you too can love them, hopefully unconditionally, because that's what the love of God is supposed to be like, between God and the bride. That's one. And two, really just having your own person. It's like you're coming home to someone from work. You know, like you have a friend that's your partner, that's your lover, that's probably like your business partner as well. You just have your own person. I think that's really beautiful.
What's your biggest fear about marriage, if you have any?
I won't necessarily call it a fear, but it's something that's very, very like out there when you think of marriage, divorce.
How much alone time do you think you would need, like
when I'm married?
Yeah.
I don't think I would need a lot.
No.
I think I'll fuse myself into my partner. Like,
I'm scared.
They
say the two shall become one.
They will become
so
one. Physically and otherwise. Like, bro, listen, like I feel like for me, when again, like I have this excitement of looking forward to coming back to my house. Like I want to, when I go out in the world, you know, I'm chilling with other people, I'm just like, oh God. I beg this world, you people should hold on. I need to go home to my boo tank, you know? I feel like I'll be that old person who just wants to stick to my partner, like only two of us. Like just inside each other.
People that you see them walking down the street, they're like holding hands. And they're walking so
and
slowly.
Really, I feel like that would be me.
Yeah.
I know this one couple, that the way the husband and the wife are, they're in sync. They're besties. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like it. The way they would, someone that you can have good banter with, people can gist. Like when you're outside, you feel like you're even missing out on whatever should have been happening at home. But when you're at home, you don't even feel like you're missing out on much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right, that was actually the last question.
Was it? Give me a bonus question. I'm enjoying this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
joining us on this channel journey.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun. And you did such a great job, Tessie. Those were really amazing questions to come up with. Well, my name is Joan. You can follow me online on Instagram at femaleeje. But more than following me, someone else y'all need to follow is Jesus. I love y'all.
That's right.
And he will follow back. He always follows back.
You haven't seen all these like Christian memes where it's like, I don't need the vaccine, I'm
vaccinated
by the blood.
But let me tell you, don't get started with me. Is it Nigerian cars? I was asking, who was asking that? I said, why don't we actually push for people to have car insurance in Nigeria or like home insurance? And they're like, well, everybody's insured by the blood of Jesus. What are you talking about?
You know, this was what they say. You know, everybody's worried about coronavirus. The real virus we need to worry about is the sin virus.
It's the virus of sin.
It's the virus of sin.
Yes, Sabaditos.
Can vaccinate you against that.
I'm dead. Yo, Christian, the things we do, the things we say. But no, I wouldn't give up this faith for anything. In Jesus' name.